You think you know Kamala Harris, but what if I told you there's a side to her story that's rarely talked about? A side that's not just about politics, but about the woman behind the title. Her struggles, her triumphs, and the moments that shaped her into the powerhouse she is today. From her early days to her rise as the first female Vice President of the United States, Kamala Harris's life is filled with twists, turns, and lessons that will leave you inspired and maybe even surprised. So, what's the truth about Kamala Harris's personal life? Let's find out. Kamala Harris was born in Oakland, California, to parents who were both immigrants. Her mother, Shyamala Gopalan, was a cancer researcher from India, and her father, Donald Harris, was an economist from Jamaica. Growing up, Kamala was deeply influenced by her mother's strength and determination. Shyamala wasn't just a scientist. She was a single mom who raised Kamala and her sister, Maya, with a fierce belief in education and equality. Can you imagine the pressure of being raised by such a strong woman? It's no wonder Kamala grew up to be such a force herself. But life wasn't always easy for Kamala. As a child, she faced the challenges of growing up in a racially divided America. She was part of the second class to integrate her elementary school in Berkeley, and those early experiences shaped her understanding of justice and fairness. Did you know that Kamala often credits her mother for teaching her to stand up for what's right, no matter how hard it gets? It's a lesson that would later define her career. Speaking of her career, let's talk about how Kamala Harris became one of the most influential women in the world. She started as a prosecutor in Alameda County, California, and quickly made a name for herself as someone who wasn't afraid to take on tough cases. But here's something you might not know. Kamala wasn't just about putting people behind bars. She focused on reforming the system, creating programs to help first-time offenders get back on their feet. It was a bold move, especially for someone in her position. But that's Kamala for you, always thinking outside the box. Then came her big break. In 2010, Kamala became the first woman, the first Black person, and the first person of South Asian descent to be elected Attorney General of California. Talk about breaking barriers. But even then, she didn't stop there. She took on big banks, fought for homeowners during the housing crisis, and became a champion for LGBTQ+ rights. And let's not forget her famous line during Senate hearings, "I'm speaking." It became a rallying cry for women everywhere. But what about her personal life? Here's where things get really interesting. Kamala Harris is married to Doug Emhoff, a lawyer who made history himself as the first second gentleman of the United States. Their relationship is a modern love story, equal parts supportive and inspiring. Doug has been by Kamala's side through every step of her career, and their partnership shows what it means to truly have each other's backs. And let's not forget their blended family. Kamala is a stepmom to Doug's 2 children, Cole and Ella, and she's often talked about how much they mean to her. Family, for Kamala, isn't just about blood. It's about love and connection. Now here's something that might surprise you. Kamala Harris is a huge foodie. She's known for her love of cooking, especially dishes that reflect her Indian and Jamaican heritage. In fact, she said that one of her favorite ways to unwind is by whipping up a big pot of curry. Who would have thought the Vice President of the United States has such a down-to-earth hobby? But it's not all smooth sailing. Kamala's journey hasn't been without its challenges. She's faced criticism, setbacks, and moments of doubt. Yet through it all, she's remained resilient. Her story is a reminder that success isn't about avoiding failure. It's about getting back up every time you fall. So, what's the truth about Kamala Harris's personal life? It's a story of grit, grace, and groundbreaking achievements. It's about a woman who's not afraid to break barriers, fight for what's right, and stay true to herself. Whether you agree with her politics or not, there's no denying that Kamala Harris is a trailblazer in every sense of the word. What do you think about Kamala Harris's journey? Do you find her story inspiring? Or do you see her in a different light? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories about the people who shape our world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.